Tony, welcome to go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
All right, you go in, Tony.
Good. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Phone.
Can I start turning live now? Safe?
Right when we're...
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock.
Wait until we're...
So that's actually on a delay.
Okay.
So we are actually live right now.
Oh.
Okay, well, hey.
And don't worry, we just started, so we didn't get anything.
You didn't get any of that
Fantastic.
No.
We can go
genius work we just did. Okay.
But I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of good stuff going on
Oh,
here.
God.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Look who's here. Look who's here. Carlo, Frank, Lou.
What's happening?
Uncle Louie Variety Show. Frank Spadone is here.
Oh, my God.
We got Gina hanging out in the back over there.
Gina's here.
Gina.
And I am going to just warn you guys now. I've been told that there's been some drinking going on.
Just
Gino!
How dare
Just a little bit,
Without-
because we went to that little Colombian place
Why'd you
right
say
over
little?
here. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I've never been.
And they said,
Really?
we have happy hour, we had 2 margaritas. I said, I will have them.
Yeah,
And
I didn't have to do math because it was 1 for 1,
I had
1 for 2.
Skinny
I said I'd take 2.
margarita. I had a skinny one.
Yes.
because they don't need the sugar.
And then he had a
You
fat
know,
beer.
You got to cut down on the sugar, people.
Yes.
So, you know,
Yeah.
bring up the alcohol, cut down the sugar.
That's right.
And then we had a couple, and we
feel
after a
good.
5.5 hour
Yep, yep,
drive,
yep.
I feel fantastic.
Couple of shots
You know?
and
Yeah.
I have a feeling I'm not going to get a lot of words in.
well, you might not, but
Well, from what I understand, though, the sun was out for the whole ride. Because look at
Yeah.
this guy.
Oh yeah, look at him.
ladies and gentlemen, you can look like this for
He looks
$9.99
like,
a month.
he looks like bacon.
It
looks like bacon. Anyway,
I make myself hungry.
Crispy.
Jealous bitches anywhere?
You know, I've been in.
All the white people say jealous.
Or jelly.
Jelly.
I've been in traffic in Boston,
I'm brown.
Virginia.
I'm
and
listening to you.
This bullshit traffic you guys got here. The problem with this traffic over here, there's nothing causing it. Nothing.
No.
There's nothing.
Who's in the front?
It's just
the
a lot of
guy
people.
in the front.
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing because you're driving. You're sitting there for like an hour, and then everything goes.
Clears
There's
up. It
nothing
clears up.
there.
Yeah.
up.
It's just people driving home.
Imagine if we were sober driving. Imagine that. How mad we would
If
be.
it wasn't against the law,
Kidding.
I would.
We were very
stabbed
sober.
Everybody,
But they were all-
stabbed everybody.
Long Island's a great place. There's a lot to do, a lot of places to go. Unlike Syracuse, where there's
Hey,
like
now.
you guys. That's pretty much
I
it
was
up
gonna
there.
say
We have no
something about
traffic.
that.
No,
We have
we
have no
there.
traffic.
We have no
In
traffic and we still
Zero.
have places to drink. So it's a.
They were in traffic on the Cross Island Parkway,
Yeah.
2:30.
Oh.
2:30.
Oh, God forbid, 2:30.
Cross Island Parkway isn't even Long Island.
Oh, let me get up at.
She's right.
Oh, yeah,
Gina's
let me
right.
get up at 4 in the morning to come here. Let me get up at 4 in the morning.
So what is it?
That's Queens, yeah.
That's Queens.
Queens.
Yes.
But we were all the way into Long Island.
Yeah.
When is there not traffic though?
Frank, how was your trip with the airplane?
It was. I was wondering what took you guys so long.
Where are you from?
I'm from Toronto. I flew in this. Yeah, I flew in this morning. American
And
Airlines.
boy, is our.
Oh, that was easy. No Well, then driving.
We had a nice trip.
We had a nice.
Yeah, well, so
I didn't.
that's
I
good.
didn't have any margaritas though. I'm jealous.
No.
So these guys, they pay you enough to fly from?
We don't pay him at all. He pays us.
Oh, Tony takes care of it.
This was. This, that's the biggest joke.
Hey, why you swearing? Why you swear? Why you?
No, no,
why
yeah.
you gotta curse?
No,
I thought
Tony's
Tony was
great.
coming.
Tony takes. He does take care of us.
Yes,
we're
he
all
does.
sleeping at his house tonight.
Right.
We got
We're in the
bunk beds,
shed.
but there's 3 of us, so someone's doubling up. I think it's me and you.
I think we're sleeping together.
That couch is comfortable. Anyone wants to
Well,
stay?
we'll be here, Tone.
It's nice.
No, it's gonna be great.
Well, thank you for having us.
What do we got here? What do we got?
What we got?
This right here, Friday. Listen, Friday and Saturday
nice.
night in Belmore. Okay, Saturday night sold out. So
shut up. Don't even think.
Friday night, get your tickets in Belmore. We got a few
you
more
talking
tickets
about it?
left in Belmore. The brokerage in Belmore. We're going to be the Uncle Louie Variety Show.
And this
with
guy
Frank Spadone,
who flew here like
Who
a
flew
gentleman,
Thank you,
not
points.
like a dog like us.
Thank you, American Express Travel Points.
The Canadian flew here, and us 2 bacalas over here.
Yeah.
We
It was
Not only
either-
that, we pulled the trailer full of Tony shit.
It was
Yeah,
either
so-
it was either drive to Syracuse and drive down with these guys.
You would have loved
I
it.
said-
You
It
would
sounds
have
like
had
you missed out. It sounds
missed
like
you would have had a couple margaritas.
So much
You know what I'm
fun.
saying?
I missed that.
How we do it out there?
What were you
This is
saying?
fun,
I'm
man.
sorry.
This is fun.
So why did you guys come in so early? Like you usually drive out, on your
The night before.
day of.
The night of.
For you.
For you.
We did it for you.
We haven't seen you so long.
It has been a while.
It was for the 2 half-off margaritas at
Right.
the Cuban place. No, we're all hanging out.
It
at
is
Tony's.
karaoke there tonight too. So just
Oh well,
just gonna
there's,
drop that.
there's comedy
There's
going
comedy
on
over here,
tonight.
bro.
Really?
Maybe you guys should jump on stage.
No way.
I'm gonna jump.
Will they
Jump,
let us?
jump.
They actually might. They might give you.
Might be
few minutes
fun.
to Jump on.
We're gonna have dinner at La Vica Entertainment
La Vica
headquarters.
Entertainment Complex.
And then we're gonna who knows where the
then
night
drive
will
back
take us.
here.
And then we're gonna drive back here and have some fun.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we're not gonna
Yeah,
have fun.
Gina's going to drive back here, and we're going to have some fun. Poor Gina. Like, oh, my
God.
God.
Gina, how
Oh,
did
my
you-
God.
How did you get roped into all this, Gina?
How did I get roped into
She won a lottery.
We made her sign a
I started out as a fan,
Okay. Oh, very. Nice.
And she's gonna end up hating
And now
us.
she's a vase.
and now I'm a fan.
She started as a fan, and now I'm an air conditioner.
That's exactly what happened. That's what happened.
from Long Island. No, honestly, she has the best story. She was a fan and
Wow,
she became a
you should
friend.
let her tell it.
Well, she has a mic.
There's a mic back there.
Oh, get a mic.
There's a headset right
Look
next to
out,
you.
Gina. Come
Grab
here.
a mic, girl.
Sorry. No, tell the
Come
story.
here, Gina. You officially have said more words than I have on this.
No, she has her own mic.
I don't even know the story.
No, how? All right, I started out as a fan.
Okay.
And then I became friendly with you guys.
Right, and I'm going to start you off, and then you can continue.
right,
So-
and one day I thought, hey, you know what? We should put some tour dates on our page.
Correct.
And I should probably make it. I want to, add some stuff and maybe a photo. And I put it out there. And I put it out on my own page, not the Uncle Louis Varage Show page. And
Because he was
you
aware.
could take on
So,
from
all right,
there.
So he puts up this picture, and it
Okay.
has all their tour dates on it.
Right.
And basically, it looked like kindergarten arts and crafts.
Yeah. It was so shitty.
It was really
It was bad.
And so I sent him a message, and I said, "Oh my God, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
So, I had during COVID, I had taught myself how to do a lot of stuff on the computer and everything.
Very
so I
nice.
asked them send me some pictures of whatever. So I made
It was
tour
nudes.
poster.
Yeah.
Nudes.
Nice.
It was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. It was
actually
nudes.
very
Yeah.
cute. So I made a tour poster, and I sent it to them.
And what did Tony say to you?
10 minutes later, not even 10 minutes later, Tony calls me, "Hello.
Hello.
You work for me?" That was it.
You work for me now.
I like how the whole
You
time
work for me now.
I like how the whole time you told that story, you're still pointing your camera at us.
She's good.
I
She's
am.
good. Yeah,
I
she's
am.
good.
And
She's
notice
good.
how it's not even shaking. I gotta say.
Honestly,
No, you're
for
good.
her,
Well, you
it's
haven't been drinking with
labor
us.
Of love, because
I love them. I do.
Yeah, I don't know if it's love or just more like pity, but
Let me tell you,
one way or
if,
another,
if
it's
we
like,
look,
you guys are idiots.
if we look good, if we look good, it's because of Gina. If we look bad, it's because of me and Lou. I mean, we tear everything apart.
So is this your handiwork?
Yes, I
then?
do.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Both sides.
Yeah.
Nice.
You made me look so good.
Yeah. You make it look like you
I
babe.
look so
Beautiful.
good.
Here,
What a babe from Canada.
Okay, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
All right, thank you, Gina.
And I'm
You're
just
the
lucky
best.
to be here. I gotta
that
thank
was
these
Gina.
guys. They
Well, you should then.
bring me along.
You should thank
for
us
a
then.
ride, some rides.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you came up to Canada.
Yeah.
and
I love this.
brought-
We
I
did
like
your
the way he
shows.
said, "Bring me along," and he flies. We gotta fucking
Bring me
go.
along.
With a trailer.
He goes,
too.
you guys mind if I do like 10, 15, just to, I go, yeah. He flies in. We
Business
drive for
class.
7 hours. He does 15. He flies in.
It's it's hard work.
But you've been doing it for 25 years.
I've been doing it.
This guy's been doing it. He's been on everything. He's been on TV. He's been on Just for Laughs.
Just
He's
for
been
laughs,
everything.
actually
Yeah.
they
We released
they filed for protection bankruptcy
because you know us.
because they said you're working with Carlo and
Yeah.
Lynn.
I'm sorry, I
it's
stepped on
a
your
true
line.
thing. It was a very sad day yesterday. Just for Laughs canceled the 2024 up in
Really?
Montreal.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't hear that.
there's
Just
stuff
when they
going on.
invited us.
Just when they said they were trying to sell tickets to anyway.
No, this guy has a career on his own. He doesn't. We are honored to have him on our ticket. Trust
And I'm
us.
thrilled to be with these guys. These guys have been killing it. It's
Oh,
been a
yeah.
lot of fun.
Yeah, we've
and
been-
we're
yeah,
Italian. Like they're
yeah.
well, I'm Italian and they're Sicilian. So there's a
There's a little
joke
yeah.
there.
Yes.
We're all
Yeah.
Italian.
I take his wallet. He.
Yeah.
He's got Just for
I
Laughs.
find it.
We were on like cable access at 4 a.m. I think it's even.
It's been a great career and
It's brought us from Canada.
and now I'm
East
here.
Coast, West Coast. We did everything together.
We did everything, and we're
Yeah.
going out west to Canada
Yep,
as well
back, yep.
later in the year. And it's just been a lot of fun with these guys. Like it's tough. It's tough being on the road as a comic. I'm sure
Yep.
you've heard it here before. You're by yourself. You're
Yeah.
going to clubs. Who do I eat with?
Yeah.
Being with these guys is such a treat.
I'm in this hotel room we're going to the pool. We're going to the pool. We're
And
gonna get
there's
some
a
sun.
drink in my
There's a-
hand. I got sunglasses that aren't mine.
You know my shorts on.
I got shorts on.
I'll just
Honestly, the Phoenix with no swim trunks.
This guy.
Thanks, but
It's like a fucking circus.
Honestly.
But
Don't get a feeling,
jokes
man.
aside, it's hard to find people that can actually seamlessly come in and do a sketch
Yes.
with us, because we don't. Between me and him, our timing is one thing, but to
Yeah.
bring somebody else in who can actually come in and actually work with that, we did it in Montreal. We wrote a sketch. Honestly, I think
Oh, wow.
we did it 5 times. I
Yeah.
think at the
And
most.
If that.
And it
You
was
know?
it was
And-
so much fun.
And when we got on stage, it was mostly improv because we were like, "All right,
having
let's
fun
just
with
do
it.
As long
this."
as as long
And
as you
I'm-
know the story.
And what we did, it's a funny story because it was we did the Tzias coming off the plane from Italy. Okay, and of course they had the salsiccia and the cheese and everything else
Right.
strapped.
Because they're hiding everything from the
here's the
TSA.
thing.
Yeah.
I had most of the stuff strapped to me.
Yeah.
I forgot to bring my tights. You know.
Yeah, we're gonna shove him up in his tights.
So my
But you
legs.
forgot.
You know, I'm Italian. I got a little hair on my legs.
Little.
To wrap those things up, you need duct tape.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
Yeah.
I said,
And I'm gonna be pulling them off on stage.
We had 10 minutes before stage. I said, the hell with it. I wrapped the duct tape around my legs. Had the salsichas that she and we did. And so Carlos on stage. He needs rip. I just do it. Just do it. And he's ripping stuff off of me, and I'm dying.
So the scene is I'm in his skirt as the other Zia looking up, grabbing
Hands
these
up.
things,
Right.
hands in his skirt, and he's got the duct tape all
and
over.
it's literally shredding my literally
I'm
shredding the
pulling,
hair
he's like-
off of my
Yeah, I'm
leg.
thinking 40-year-old virgin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Kelly Clarkson.
So the crowd is dying, and I'm dying.
You're really
on
Yeah.
stage.
he's
I'm
bleeding.
screaming, and they're thinking, "Oh, he's so funny."
And the funny-
I'm dying.
The funny thing is, the cool thing that we do is Frank has, shout out to Cosmo, he has his partner in Canada, which he does his comedy with. And we brought Cosmo on with Frank, and we wrote this, like he said, and we met up in
Great
Niagara
sketch,
Falls.
Yeah, we met up in Niagara
Niagara Falls. We had a little
which is
meeting.
halfway between Syracuse and Toronto. So
Exactly. So we kind of hung out.
Yeah, and a big shout out to Cosmo Tucci.
Cosmo, you
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah, and we worked on this
Yeah.
sketch, and it was great. It was great. We had some callbacks, and they were my cousins from Italy that
Yeah,
came to visit
we were
me in
traveling.
Canada. Obviously, coming to bring me gifts and smuggling it under
Yeah.
their skirts because Canadian customs.
There goes, that's how you do it. So it's so
But you got to watch it. Yeah.
it's so cool when you can grab a couple of other entertainers
Yes.
and it's flawless. You don't even have to think about it. You all get in one room and you're on the same level and you say something and they get it, or they say something and you get it. And that's how this has worked.
Sketch
And with,
comedy,
with
it's
Frank,
kind
with Frank Cosmo or whoever we put on there. It's just amazing how they enter our crazy world, as you know, for
Oh, I hear
years
ya.
now about the Uncle Louis. They enter our crazy world, and we realize they're crazier than we are.
But what's great about the sketches with these guys is I've gotten to know them, so you know where it's gonna go. You just don't know exactly how
How it ends.
Sort of know how we're gonna. It's like
That's a fun part.
It's like being drunk and you got to get home, but you just don't know.
Don't
what
know who's
street
bringing you there.
and how and what street.
And that was Toronto last week.
That was.
That actually is, in all seriousness, a huge compliment that they're.
Oh, Tony,
Yeah.
you're here. I'm sorry.
Lots of.
Yes, it's a word.
This poor guy hasn't
Tony's here, too.
Lots
One
of chemistry.
question in.
Lots of
Not
chemistry.
one.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'm on every day, man. The chance to sit back and just let other people talk. I
No.
get sick of my own voice.
Montreal was a great thing because it's all about timing,
Yeah.
especially in sketch comedy,
Of
because
course.
you have to fill in the blinks.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? You can be somebody be out there watching going, I don't get it. Like there's a pause.
Yeah,
There's
why is
no
there a
pause.
pause? Right.
It was beautiful. It was beautifully done. We got it off the stage. The people were laughing and dying, and it was great.
That's
It
the
was
best
fun.
part, when you can do something like that and everybody's on and
Yeah.
the audience
The
picks up on that.
instant gratification after, like, okay, we did that well.
Right.
Okay.
But now I'm wondering, though, why is it just you? Do they hate this guy Cosmo? Like, what happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Why'd you bring him up? Why'd you bring him?
You know what?
Why'd you bring that bastard up?
For those particular shows, we decided to collaborate sort of on sketch comedy.
It was Canada.
It was Canada. And Cosmo's from there as well, so it was easy. My first thing and my original thing has always been stand up. So I'm really a stand up. That's my natural place. That's my home. So when I come here with these guys,
The best stand-up.
It's I'm pretty good.
In my opinion.
I'm all right.
Have you been here?
Yeah, when they were here in December,
okay.
I did a good 15, 20 minutes. It was a lot of fun. Actually, and we did a sketch. We did one sketch where I played.
that's
your
right, you
nephew.
did.
Yeah, and that was.
We get
great.
all our money's worth with Frank.
You're
You're sketch.
You gotta hold him like a $2 whore.
You gotta break down my guitar. You gotta.
Oh yeah, I helped them with their bags. It's Italians. Come and do 10 minutes. Pick up this bag, put it this way, plug in my guitar. Go.
Take my wife into the grocery store.
Cleaning my accordion and my fisharmonica.
Give me $20.
Yeah, stand-ups, and I've always wanted to do this club, and and what a
legendary.
treat. These guys keep talking about.
No, we've been here for
years,
5, 6 years.
Just the energy that night was.
It's a lot of fun.
We're gonna do it again tomorrow.
That's the one thing about Long
right.
Island being here. It's always been every time we leave. That was the best show. That was the
We have so much fun.
Every single show.
Every
we do
comedian
here.
walks through here that says that.
Yeah.
The best audience
The
is
crowd
here. Really.
is amazing.
It's amazing,
Everybody
yeah.
on Long Island. God bless you guys because you make us feel like gold. We're driving home. It's like the best thing that ever happened to us was the night before. You know, every single time.
Well, this is the.
Yeah.
It's worth the drive.
It's worth the traffic.
drive.
Exactly.
The line.
There you
Well, we've
go.
graduated to 2 shows.
I see that.
Hey now.
Hey, one sold
now.
out already.
Get it
so-
Come on, let's get it. Let's get the other one sold out.
We're
you know,
there.
James and everybody, we love everybody involved in this.
Except Mario. He owes me $100.
No,
or
we
something.
love Mario. We love Mario.
If you're watching Mario, I want my $100. You son of a bitch.
You know why
You can give it to me and spoil you now. Whatever it takes. I want my $100.
Tony, you know why Mario doesn't owe me money?
Why?
Because I never gave him money. That's why he doesn't owe me nothing. We're in good terms.
And why does he owe you? Why'd you give him money?
So here's what happened. we go into the casino down in
Okay.
Cleveland. I think it was
C
Cleveland.
word.
I think it was Cleveland. Right? He goes, "Hey, give me $100 and I'll get back to you when I win."
How did he even get to Cleveland? I don't know.
Well, he
On
opened
our-
up for us.
well,
It was a little bit
You
late.
guys brought him out to Cleveland with you?
Yeah.
You're as shocked as we were. When we saw him.
Wow.
I gotta meet this.
Now
guy.
we
He can't even carry anything. He can't even carry anything.
Right. Well,
We gotta open and pour his water for him.
he's carry on.
The
luggage.
nice thing is he fits in the luggage, so
Right.
no one knows. Yeah. No
So,
one knows.
anyways, you
Like a
know, he
ventriloquist
comes
dummy.
in. He's like, "Hey, and I'll give you $100." And okay, I say, all right, I got $100. I'll give him $100 so he can play, and I don't have to hear him. So he goes, I don't hear nothing for the rest of the night. You know, I'm like, you know, whatever.
Doing
And I come back. Oh,
throwing
I
some
lost.
dirt right now.
I lost. You know, I'll give you $100. I'll give you. Let it never be said that I don't pay my. It's been 3 years.
3
3.5
years?
years.
That $100 is now $10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. There
The
should be a
interest
big-
was built up to
Casino talk.
$157,000.
Compounded interest.
I'm just messing with you,
have you-
Mario.
No, you're not.
He owes
No,
me
I
nothing.
want my $100.
He owes me nothing.
Have you not seen him to collect?
No,
Have you seen him?
He sends me his
I
videos.
may have seen him, but I just missed him.
He sends me his videos.
Of course.
And he's blowing up now. I think
Yes.
he has $100 on him.
Snoop Dogg posted one of his videos.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah.
Holy
Did he?
shit! I
Yeah.
gotta quit.
Okay, Mario.
serious.
Yeah. I gotta start
20-something
owing
years.
people money.
So I own a
doing this.
percentage. I own a percentage of you, Mario.
I should have went on tour with Mario.
Percent.
I gotta-
Yeah, he should have went on tour with Mario.
There's only 1% of that, Kevin. There's no more percentage.
Oh, shit.
Wow, we love you, Mario. Where are you?
Just a joking.
Was he in the bathroom? Where was he? I don't know. He's somewhere in
Mario
here.
looks like, you know, if Pinocchio was a real boy. You know, it's just
Jesus.
he's like Jack
will.
Frost.
But
you know.
but he almost looks like alfalfa on a Sunday, like
Right.
hungover alfalfa.
Right,
That's
right.
always what I've. You familiar with what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, the little rascals.
Yeah, I
I
don't
look
know.
young. Those are my. Are you kidding me?
Can we
I
put up
run-
Mario's tour dates? Let's put up Mario's tour dates. Maybe we can help him out a little bit more with Snoop freaking Doggy
I
Dogg.
love you, Mario. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what
Let's
they say.
get Snoop on here.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Talk about Mario.
Gina wants me to. Since we're promoting other people,
That's what I just said was my.
Well, you
cue.
see it there, Uncle Louie, the old
it-
school rules.
Yeah,
It's
we're right
there
on
the
it.
whole
That's
time.
awesome.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna be here
he has
at
his own show.
the brokerage September 28th. So I'll be here.
We'll be opening.
The Paisans. I know I'm from a place in Italy. These guys are Sicilian. My parents are from Bari.
Aspetta, I'm half Calabrese.
Oh, that's right. You're half Calabrese.
Yeah, so
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm
I
all
forgot.
over the place.
So I know there's a
He's
lot
all over the
of.
place.
There's a lot
He
of.
drives all over.
How far is Brooklyn? Is it too far? Because there's
Brooklyn's
a lot
not
of
far. How far is-
bares
ask her.
in
Why are you
Brooklyn.
asking me?
You have to drive it, though. Is that.
They're used to it though, right?
Why are you asking him about
10 miles here is like
Because
8
a
hours.
lot of
much.
bares
Oh, they're from
are
Brooklyn.
there. They live in Brooklyn, Broccolino, because they thought there was a lot of Broccolino. No, I don't know if that's the truth. You know what I'm talking? Rapini.
everybody's.
I've been laughing
should
at
be-
your jokes.
you're-
You could fake it.
Tony,
with-
everybody's favorite comedian. You should have that on your shirt.
Really?
Everybody. He's from Body. Everybody's favorite comedian.
Oh my God.
Why don't we make T-shirts?
That's a great. Gina, can you start?
Gina, can you get on that, please? I've been
Vector,
saying that for
make a
2
vector
years, and he
file.
hasn't even. He's looked at me like,
just
what do you
clued
say?
in.
Are you serious?
I swear to God,
I've
I
been
didn't know what
calling
you
you that
meant.
on stage for like.
Stop giving me drinks before.
Who cares? Who cares? Tony, do you have
What do
any
you mean, who
questions?
cares?
Yeah, Tony, is there a?
I do actually.
Everybody's.
Have questions. I have now.
What's your
Last
social security number? That's not a question.
last week,
Yeah.
I had Bob Nelson in here. You guys,
Love Bob Nelson. Yes.
legendary
Great New
Bob
York-
Nelson.
Long Island,
This
yeah.
was one of his places he got started.
Yes.
Was talking with him because you guys, like Bob, you guys do characters.
Yep. Football.
You all right?
No. I have
You
Tourette's.
need the balloons,
I have,
yeah.
I have the balloons. Yeah.
But I find that it's kind of like a lost art doing characters. Like
It
there's
is.
not many people left doing that. Does
You have to
you
do
guys
it-
think about that at all?
You have to do them right.
Okay.
You have to,
They have to
do
be
them
authentic.
really tight
Yeah.
and authentic. If not, it looks like it's like
You're pissing through it. Yeah. You're faking it.
It's goofy.
Okay.
You know, like the stuff that we do are specifically designed around people that we grew up with.
Right.
And
It's like
when people say,
impressions.
"Oh, that's my aunt." Oh my God, you act just. You have the motions. It's mannerisms too. It's not
Right,
just
right.
you dress
It's
up
the
like
hands, it's the-
you know, we don't
oh,
just
it's
dress up like women and think that's funny. There's so much more to a specific character, you know, and everything that we do.
Right.
And if it's not tight, you're gonna look goofy.
We're doing impressions of what we grew up with.
Right.
So even if it's not one person, we might take 5 different people and put them into one. But we're doing their impressions of what we grew up and saw as a child or we're growing up. So that's why people, when they look at us, go, "Oh my God, you guys are spot on," because we're literally channeling our Zias, our nonas, our grandparents, our aunts and uncles. So that's why I think when he talks about being authentic. We're not like we say, we're not making fun. We're doing impressions of how we took on our family.
You look
and
at-
now we're expressing it.
And
So you look at each person at the Italian table at Easter.
Yeah.
Right.
And each
okay.
person has a different personality, different mannerisms, different and we channel all of those into
One's loud,
One
one's
specific
scared,
ones.
one's always nervous, one's like a little out there. All these little characters come out.
Yeah, no, and that's at Easter, and then at Christmas you don't see some of those characters
Yeah,
because they
they don't-
fought and they're not
They don't get
allowed.
reinvited.
but it is true, and that's the great thing with what Louis and Carlo have done, and especially with social media now, you can have fun with that on the phones and shooting it and cutting it. And I did more of my imitating of my dad just with the stand up. I would set up the joke, and then my dad said this and blah blah blah, and then people would laugh. Oh wow, that's how my dad sounded. But with working,
You put it in stand up instead of skits.
But
Right.
but what's great when you do the sketches and you're actually wearing the clothes and you're putting the wigs on, and it makes it
So
even
it's
more.
all in
you
the
feel
manner.
like it,
It's
yeah.
all in the mannerisms, the
In the-
hand
in-
gestures.
But
the
it does
facial
seem like, but
expressions.
it's almost like a lost art, though. You
It
don't.
is.
It is,
There's
it
not
is,
a lot
it
of
is,
people
it is.
doing this.
No.
Bob Nelson couldn't think of anybody that's doing it
Right.
like somebody, an up and
And he's
comer.
by himself doing
Right.
it, right?
Right.
And
He's
then-
doing all the things. Yeah.
like you've mentioned it. It reminds me of, and I used to love watching the Carol Burnett show.
It's one of our favorites.
The
It's what- yeah.
characters,
Right.
and man, is it Red Skelton where the
drunk guy.
the drunk guy. It was, and actually being from Canada, when you go to Quebec and you watch some of the Just for Laughs on the French side,
Right.
they're a lot more character driven. Even the stand up, it's a lot more
Even European.
character-driven.
Nowadays?
European is a lot
even
sketchy.
now.
Really, yeah?
Yeah, they'll set up the joke and it's like and
Yeah,
they
there's
play
a
a,
lot, yeah.
character, not so much dressing
Italy
up.
does that. France does that
a lot. Of
Yeah.
character-driven stuff, and maybe that's why it works. Maybe it's in the blood for
all of us,
for us and you guys.
And we have fun. Louis and I always, I don't know if it's our brain, we get bored. So when we can change it up in a 2-hour show,
yeah.
that makes it better for us because we're not doing
sure.
one thing.
Right.
So I think, again, if you don't know the history of the Uncle Louis Vray show, we've been friends for over 40 years. So when we're on stage, we don't want to do the same stuff because we wouldn't be able to keep going every day, every week, every year. So it's nice for us to change it up. We can improv a lot of stuff. and we know each other's timing because we've been friends for so long that
Right.
if he says something that's not on script, we're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna go with
Right.
it. So.
And that's the thing. We can pick and choose what we want to do for each individual city that we do. Like, say, for instance, we do Cleveland twice, and then we're at another place in a different time. We're like, you know what? For the second one in Cleveland, let's mix
do
it
that,
up.
yeah.
Around.
Sure.
Let's take this out. Let's do this.
Or
do
let's
this
create a
sketch.
new
Let's
thing.
create a new sketch. Let's sing this. We're going to sing that.
Yep.
So there's going to be a lot of different things that you see when you see the show. And people don't really, they still don't know what we do.
That's
Yeah.
one question.
We do sketches, we do songs, original songs. So don't tell us to do "Shut Up, You Face" because
No, we don't do that.
First of all, I hate
Solo
that
Mio.
fucking song. "Shut Up, You."
You hate that song?
We don't do it. That's
I
not our
used to
song.
like it
True,
the
but-
first 2,000 times I heard it, but it's like, but even when he says that, it's not really real broken English. It's really not. You know,
Right,
if my
right.
father sang the song, it'd be different.
Yeah.
But anyways, we do our own songs, we do our own sketches, we do we do two stand-ups, mine and his,
Right.
and then thank
Well,
God we
yeah.
got Frank too. because
Frank
he
just adds it up,
his.
yeah.
It just adds another level. We don't keep you watching one thing the whole show.
But you guys, sorry, people are still asking what you do, but on the flip
Right.
side of that, you still have a loyal fan base. You've been doing it for a
absolutely.
long
Huge.
So
Yeah.
you must be getting people at this point asking for the greatest hits.
Yes.
Absolutely.
They actually here's what we do. They actually inbox, can you do this sketch?
Yeah.
Can you do this
Yeah,
sketch?
right.
So if, we have a new
If it's
tour.
possible.
We have a new tour. We do try to grab one sketch and put it in there
Okay.
based on how many people inbox us they want to see it again.
And it has to make sense. Like a lot of people ask us, I don't know if you've seen this one. It was one of our first ones. It was called Uncle Louie Goes to McDonald's. Where we had
think
millions,
I did.
where he talks about super sada and super size, the
Yeah.
whole confusion. And people go, I thought you guys were going to do that on stage. And I'm like, well, the video shows us in a car going to 7 different, like, there's not really a way we can do that on stage.
Right.
But then we have one that's called, that was one of the biggest videos, was the Trick or Treat video. That we can
Constant.
actually put that on video because
That is
I mean, you can
constant.
put that on stage because you can actually talk about the story. You don't
Yeah.
need a vision.
Right.
You just talk. So people do this all the time. I
There's-
thought you were going to do this. I thought you were going to do that. But then they said, but what I saw was amazing.
Absolutely.
Because I didn't even know you guys did that.
Right.
There's shows that we do that are specifically designed around the person that we're going to have with us. So
Right.
if we have an opener or we have a
Right.
co-show like Frank, and then we can design something where Cia's come out a little bit more.
Right.
Right.
Well, we had one show where somebody didn't show up. He owes
Somebody
me
owes
$100.
me money. Somebody owes somebody money.
He was there. You just didn't see him.
We're not saying who it is.
Love you, buddy, whoever you are. No, I'm serious. Love you.
Doggy,
Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. We love you. But so
in the
what
house.
happened was there was a problem. He couldn't make it, and we're like, "Holy shit!" Our whole show was designed. So me and him,
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
God, yeah.
an hour before our show, redesigned the whole
Rewrite it.
show, redid, wrote a couple things,
Yep.
put it in there, and said, "Okay, let's let it ride." We killed that show.
Yeah.
In New Jersey.
So thanks.
We killed it.
Whoever you
It was
are.
a blast. We had people bringing Carlo Rossi wine up to the stage.
Oh, very
They were
nice.
just dancing. It was an amazing show. The one thing we always get after the show, I never thought you guys.
Yeah, I didn't expect this.
You know, because nobody expects. They see the sketches, they see everything, and it's hard to figure out what they're going to do on stage.
Well,
once they see it,
yeah.
they're like,
No,
"Holy!"
you might want to say something.
No, I
They
know.
crush
no,
it every
no,
time.
this is great because I've been there. I can attest to this. Where
Yeah.
not even the specific sketches, but let's say you didn't do the Zia Rosa. Like,
yeah. Yep.
People are like, where was she?
Yeah.
Like a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
right.
I baked these cookies
Yeah.
for her. I had a gift for her.
I wanted her in my house. Yeah.
And they're talking to Carlo, who
Yeah.
plays the character.
Like, well, I couldn't do it today.
Okay,
What do you
yeah.
mean you couldn't?
Yeah, why isn't she here?
No, people get very
What did
invested
they say
in
down
it.
in Florida? Remember in Florida?
Yeah, they were like,
The lady goes, "Are they here?"
I think it's too bad that Zia's couldn't make
Who
it.
here?
She's talking to Tony.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there, right? I'm like putting stuff away. And Tony's like talking to this lady, and he goes, wait a minute. He goes, Carlo, come here. He goes, say it to him. She goes, where the Zias couldn't make it? I'm like, no. And I thought she was kidding. I go,
Yeah.
no, they were stuck in the trunk or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I said so. She goes, no, really, they should have came. And I'm like, so me and Tony starts laughing. He goes, I go, you know we're the Zias, right? And she had no clue.
Really?
No clue. No clue. I'm like, there's some ugly women out there, or we're some beautiful men.
We had some friends. I had some friends down in Syracuse at our home show. Okay, one guy, Jimmy Battaglia, gold. The guy's gold.
He owes us no money.
He sits there. He's sitting there, and he talks to his son, and I think it was him. He said, "Hey, where are those ladies? Where are those women from? Where do you get the women from?" And his son's like, "What are you nuts? It's them. You mean the one with the beard?
The women with the beard?
It's
that
insane.
one?
We walked off the stage. I had a hip replacement. Okay, this was 2 years ago. We did a show 4 weeks after my hip replacement.
Wow.
Okay, so I used the walker for Uncle Louie, and I used the crutch for when I went up and did my stand-up.
Yeah.
So stupid.
So like, we both said, they made a joke, whatever. So at the end of the show, we come by. I'm walking through, and this lady comes to me. Carla's sitting right here at the left, right behind me. She goes, "Oh my God, that man just had a hip replacement deal." I said, "Who? What?" She goes, "The old man that had a hip replacement. Oh, God bless him. He's so funny." And
The old man.
And I didn't know what to say.
I yell, yeah.
So he yells, "What are you talking about? It's him! So I hit her. Yeah, he punched her.
So basically what you're saying is your audience isn't very smart. Is basically what you're saying.
Very. You said that, Tony.
It is funny because
And Mario said that.
when I come out as my stand-up, I don't look like the average 79-year-old guy.
That's how good we are in dresses.
In Buffalo, my friend said when Louis came out, I'm like, is that the same guy?
Oh yeah. Your friends, yeah. He hides very well in a members only.
Yeah, double XL members
Yeah.
only jacket. I kind of
Then he
shy
comes
down.
out with the teeth. You look great too in your tan.
You don't have to say anything about me because I didn't say anything about you. So we're good. We're good. If you want to talk about Lou, we can talk about Lou. We don't have to talk about my tan at all.
It's very interesting. The first time it happened was in New York. We were in White Plains, and I come out for my stand-up. I'm doing my stand-up, and I hear this girl go, "Who the hell is that?" And I go, and I look off stage to Carlo, and he's just like that. I'm like, "You got my shit."
Still the same fat ass guy
I'm
that
like,
was up there.
I put a hat
No.
and a members only
He goes,
jacket
"No,
on,
no."
and honest to God, it's like Superman with the glasses.
I was just about to
I
say that.
I
Right,
say
right.
that all the time.
I say that on stage. I go,
Yeah.
I never believe. Oh my God! Oh, Uncle Louie.
Where did Tony go?
I say that on stage. People always go, "No one would believe Clark Kent would take his glasses off and be." Fucking this guy puts a hat on. I was like, I'm confused.
In the first year,
Where's
people
the
were
old guy?
legitimately pissed off. Like some people are like pissed off. Oh, you're fake.
So you're an idiot. When we first started, we started playing bars and restaurants in our area, in our town, in Syracuse. And we were doing a meet and greet afterwards, and I swear to God, we had two people that were literally mad that he was not an old man with an accent.
Believe it.
They were mad.
I can't believe it. I can't,
and
what
that became
can't you believe?
Gina and
if
Tony.
You
No,
got on the page. You see my face is me.
Right.
Too. It's like.
But because, like you said, though, it's a dying art.
Yeah.
He wraps it. It's a dying
Which
art.
makes me sad, yeah.
People are not used to that. People playing other characters.
I think it's coming back though.
It is.
I think it's social media. Social media is allowing people to play characters and you can play two characters in one scene
With the edits and all that, yeah.
True.
And I think it's coming out of the kids that grew up with Carol Burnett and all the variety shows. That's where it's coming out of. The 45.
For us,
50,
yeah.
It's like stand-up has had its roll. Stand-up has been rolling for the last, through COVID and everything. It got really big right after COVID, and it just exploded.
Yeah.
And now it's like stand-up is there, but also people are looking for another thing.
I even
so.
think the characters started when we were sitting at home. COVID, people were at home just
Sure.
doing crazy
Because they couldn't go out.
because you couldn't go out, and it was crazy because I know it was tough for you guys to do things together because the minute you did,
People yelled at us.
Remember in the beginning, if you were this close to someone like you're being irresponsible, but
Even Gina,
you're right.
She said, "Oh my God, they're together."
Louis and I would do a live show. We would do a live show and just chance it, and we would get. Are you guys in the same room?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Did you put your mask on?
are you kidding me?
Yep.
Like,
But
we
the-
live together. We're always together.
But the funny thing is you could literally be beside each other and just make cuts to each other and
Right.
make it look
Right.
like you're not.
we can pretend it's a Zoom.
And you could do it from your house, and he could do it from his
Yeah,
house when you're
and we've
editing,
done
when
it,
you're
yeah.
just filming and editing. I think the character started during COVID, and then the stand up boomed as soon as people were able to go
Yeah.
out. People wanted to go out.
Yeah,
Now,
there's been times where I had to sing harmonies, okay, and just when we're doing our music, right? So I sing a 3-part harmony. I'm like, where the hell am I going to do this in the pandemic? So I drive
Right.
over to Wegmans parking lot at 3:00 in the
Grocery
morning.
store.
Because at the time I was leasing my home. I was staying in I rented a apartment. So I'm like, I can't belt out shit at 3:00 in the morning.
okay.
I'm in the parking lot. I have 3 phones. This is what I used. 3 telephones. I sing one harmony, sing the other harmony, sing the other harmony. I take 2 phones, record it on this phone.
Wow.
Then take that phone and this phone and record it on the third phone. These are the things that we did through COVID.
Right.
And I get home at 3:30 in the morning and get on my computer and put it all together. We start doing, cuts and edits from his house and my
It's
house.
crazy.
Boom, we get it done.
What's he doing with 3 phones? Is he a drug dealer?
He sells
say, what do
sells
you
a
got?
lot of illegal
I sell a lot of
stuff, yeah.
merchandise.
To Mario Bosco. I'm kidding.
You know, you could have did all 3 harmonies on
Sorry, I
one
love you,
phone, and
Mario.
maybe I don't know.
No.
Did you have done that?
No.
Could have sold Mario some steroids. Maybe
It's
he'd
no
grow.
work. It's no work.
Love
like
Mario. Where is he?
Where's my $100, you son of a bitch?
No, I knew I could get him
I'm just
going.
kidding, Mario. I love you. Don't run from me. Don't run.
Don't get Snoop on us. We don't want doggy dog on
I
us
know.
here.
He's
I
got-
don't want no.
he's
I don't
got
want no mess.
California in his
I don't
back
want
pocket.
no.
He's got so much credit right now tonight. I mean, he's
I know,
got to be like,
yeah.
he's
Oh yeah.
God bless him. God
got at
bless
least
him.
3 shows because of this.
Probably.
I checked. His Instagram's gone up about 100,000, and mine's gone
His
down.
dad has gone up.
Right, when are you here? When
I'm here September 28th.
Oh God.
Everybody.
Oh, we have
And you have
corporate
a
here.
show
We have
tomorrow.
corporate here.
Poor Tony has
corporate.
gotten 4 words.
I know.
Any more questions for
Any
you
more
guys?
shots in here? I thought there was drinking here. Where's drinking?
No, it's
bar-
just crack.
The place will be open probably about another within the hour. The
we'll
place is
be-
going to open.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're going to be eating over Tony's.
Oh, there it is. Thanks, Tony. Yeah.
And want a big shout out to Lavika
No, this is
Entertainment.
Lavika
Lavika Entertainment.
The jingle coming soon.
Where is he? I thought he was coming too. I thought.
Well, he's cooking for
Tony
us.
doesn't fit in here.
He's
No.
Jesus, he's on
Tony's
fire.
actually, he's been doing well.
Tony's
he's lost
good.
a lot of
Tony's
weight.
good.
He's on the health
Yeah.
kick.
Oh, very
Thank
nice.
God for
He
Rosanna,
kicked
his
that.
girlfriend,
Yeah.
because
She
she
got
she
him.
puts him on the straight
And she
and narrow.
Oh,
Did she bring him down
He
here?
lost at
America.
least a half a pound. Just broke. All right, so
All right. Give me an example of a bit that never, like maybe one of you didn't like or something. A bit that you never finished. Or bit.
I
that
know
you decided
one
didn't
bit
like.
right now he doesn't like.
All right. Yeah. Tell me.
Yet everybody tells me at the end of the show.
put me on.
Oh, so it's a
that
bit
was
that you're
the
using.
Put me on the
best
fucking
bit.
spot.
But here's the thing: nobody laughs. It's not a laughing during it.
I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
at the end of it that everybody goes, "Holy shit!" Right? It is Abbott and Costello's. Who's on first? It's called "Who's the Striker."
It's not that I hate it.
No. I didn't say you hate it.
Yeah, okay.
It's
'Cause we do it very well.
He goes,
I've seen you do this one.
He goes, I
think.
don't
Yeah.
feel it. I go, it's because I think he needs satisfaction, gratification right away. For me, when I see it and I see people going, trying to figure it out, like that, I love that.
Me
I
too.
thrive on
I'm the
that,
same
right?
way.
And then at the end they go, "Oh Jesus Christ!" I'm like, "What the fuck was that?"
Well,
To me-
I never experienced that part.
Well, the thing is,
Jesus Christ, what the hell was that?
well, they come at it. They're like, "How the hell did you guys
Right.
do that shit?"
I love it. I love it. It's so. If you do that, you better fucking
It's tight.
do it.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause it's Abbott and Costello.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So my fear is
That's like a band covering Stairway. You're
I
just not
exactly-
supposed
I
to
have
do it.
no
So
fear
my
of
f-
it. My fear and
Challenge.
and every time we do it, we do it. But
Yeah.
my fear is like he'll come up to me in a show where we haven't practiced it, and go, you want to do happening? You want to do the? I go, no, no, because we haven't even talked about it in 3 months.
In Syracuse,
that's what I said.
Syracuse, we were practicing it for a couple of days,
Right, and we killed
and it was okay. And then it was like the night of.
Yeah.
We were trying to practice it, and it was.
Oh,
it was
remember
getting bad.
that?
I said, you know what? We're just gonna fucking do
It
it.
was here.
We're gonna get.
It was
no,
in
it was
Governors.
in Syracuse. It was in Syracuse.
No, but one time in Governors, we didn't know, and we went
Oh, yeah.
out there and killed it.
Yeah, and the one thing is when you're on there, we have the round that we call it. It's the round when you're not. It's not coming. You go okay, this, and we go around in one circle, and the audience is like, "What the hell is happening?"
Yeah.
But they're trying to connect the two.
Right.
So it's kind of like a thought process, and then at the end we stick them with
Yeah.
the
I don't-
punchline, and
yeah.
it's like, oh,
I love that. I love it. It's just that when he wants to do it, I might be more of like, dude, we haven't done it in a while.
Right.
I'm not going out there with.
But when you
with
first
that.
put it together, you were.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God,
yeah.
it's one of our favorite.
it's
When we
an
go around,
awesome
and when people go,
piece.
when
Oh,
they
yeah,
finally
yeah.
get it, go, oh shit, I love that. But it's the timing that, like,
Yeah.
I can't go out there with just let's do it and practice once. Because if you fuck up, woo,
Yeah.
it's gonna
It
get
is.
ugly out there.
It is. You're mimicking legends.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah. So that's my fear.
It was
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of an homage to
That's
them
legit.
because they were
Yeah,
my
yeah,
favorite.
that's my fear.
They were my favorite.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we're doing somebody.
Being compared is always tough. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing, right? And I hear what he's saying because there's some jokes that I haven't done in a while, in a comic or the audience. You get those fans, the diehards that come.
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna do that joke? I'm like. And it's like, man,
And you're
I
trying
haven't
to,
done
like-
that joke in a while, but you want to do it to make them happy, and
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
like, it's timing. It's timing. After COVID, I was a mess. I was a mess.
We all were.
My timing was off. I was gonna quit.
Really?
Really?
I felt like I was gonna quit.
So we
but
saved
then
your
I
life.
met you guys.
So we saved you.
My life
We
is-
saved
my
Frank
life has never
Spadone,
been the
ladies.
Call
same.
1-800-888 Save the Comedians.
Save Louis.
You know
and
what
Carlo
the
will
funny
save
thing
you.
is? I used to watch him before I knew him, and that's so crazy.
And it had nothing to do with comedy. That
And
was
nothing. He just looked in the bay window.
Right.
I was a peeping Tom. Yeah. No, but I used to watch his videos and see him on certain things. And isn't it one time that the Whoopi Goldberg introduced
Just
you?
for Laughs,
Yeah,
Whoopi
just
Goldberg,
and
yeah.
I used to
Nice.
watch
Wayne
this.
Brady did one year.
Right.
Yeah. It was
And then
cool.
when I got it, and it's like, oh, don't ever meet your heroes. So
Yeah, and now, I'm working with Whoopi Goldberg,
ever meet
and
him.
Joe Coy, and all the touring, and then now I'm with Louis and Carlo. It's
now he's flying for 15 minutes. So
But now I've never been to Montreal. I've heard that the comedy scene up there is off the charts, right?
the comedy scene, it's crazy. Like and this is what's sad. The festival is just insane. Montreal knows how to put on festivals, the jazz festivals, the wine festivals, the music festivals, concerts. The streets are always filled, and that comedy festival, honestly, I think was the best, one of the best, internationally known.
Yeah.
Comics
Oh,
from
yeah.
everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And it's sad. It's sad that it's not. But honestly, if they do resurrect it, and I hope they do, I hope some Phoenix comes out with a microphone and says, "We're gonna do this again. Come on, allons-y, let's go do this again. Let's do the jokes."
it's from Montreal. That's
It's,
Montreal, ladies and
French.
gentlemen.
Let's do the jokes. Tony, you're the first one that's coming, and it's great because when you go to the main sort of hotel, they have, booths of different like local radio stations.
So
People
everybody's
doing-
together in these
Tony,
hotels?
there's a perfect spot for you. Yeah, and all the comics are getting interviewed as they're walking by. Hey, can
It
we
was like
get
the
you-
Super Bowl, like the media
yeah,
day.
you'll
Yeah,
see
right.
Tony Hinchcliffe. You'll see like whoever's there that year, and everyone's doing. It's insane. I've been lucky that festival. I've worked with Nick DiPaolo. I've worked with Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias, Maz Jobrani, and Sebastian before he became huge.
Yeah, this guy knows him. He
I got to work with a lot of guys.
And now the Uncle Louis
and now I'm
Variety
with Louis and
Show.
Carlo.
Lucky
everybody.
you.
Wow.
It's honestly, it's
What happened? What happened?
Really just here so I can drive him around.
yeah.
We literally work for him.
No, but it's-
we make it seem like he opens for us. He's our boss. He's our boss.
It's great though, because you know what, these guys, they it's the same genre. Like we got the same type of fans. So when they
Right.
came up to Canada, it was fantastic.
It all blended.
It all blended in, and now I'm here with these guys. And
It's really about having fun too. I mean,
Of
we have
course.
a blast when we're on
Right.
the road together. Everywhere we go, we just have fun.
And
you
this
know?
is great. I'll tell you something. When I started comedy, and this is Toronto, me, my buddy Angelo Tsaroukas, who's Greek, Ron Jossel, who's Filipino. this sort of famous Indian comic called Russell Peters.
Oh, I heard him.
The ethnic comics, I don't know if ethnics are the comics
Ethnic,
that
yeah.
talk about
That's
their
fine.
culture. I know people get all hung up on certain words.
Not in
we
Long
were kind of
Island.
we were looked down upon, to be honest with you. The dark comedy, the
You talked about things that
but we didn't get a lot of that's not fun. Certain clubs and then it became in the early 2000s people talking about their culture. It became a big thing.
Yeah.
Russell exploded.
Yeah.
Other guys,
Joe Coy, all
Joe
that.
Coy.
And I'm sure you guys experienced that too.
Yeah, and that's-
the Italian community, the Italian audiences, they're so freaking loyal.
They're
Yeah,
another
yeah,
thing
yeah.
too.
Super
That's
loyal.
what's great.
The
Yeah.
Italians, we used to be called an Italian American show, and
Right.
now we decided that we have so many people, Irish, Jewish, all kinds of
That's true.
nationalities.
I'm listening. I don't know what
following
was
us.
just going on
I
over
don't
here. I'm
know, I
listening.
just pulled
Yeah.
something out.
They
There's
were
there's-
kissing something.
yeah.
I'm not sure what just happened.
It's pretty disgusting.
happens.
But
I
haven't seen them in
these
3
two-
days.
These two have like rashes. So, but the thing is, it's not Italian anymore. It's everything, and it comes
Yeah.
everything. So we call old school. We have an old school comedy experience, which is everybody
Anybody,
grew up
yeah.
old school.
And you're not experiencing any of the cancel culture. Nobody's
canceling
we don't give a
nobody
shit anymore. I mean,
Good.
honestly,
Nobody gives a
we're
shit.
getting to the
Stop
point.
it.
We've gotten to the point where like we don't give a shit, you know,
Right.
because if we have to do that, it cancels who we are.
Absolutely.
Tony, I think it's
right.
coming
So-
the other way. We're comedians and we're getting mad. No, this is. I'm not
Right.
apologizing
Right.
for the way we grew up. I'm not going to. You
Right.
know, make it fluffy and nice for you. This is how I grew up. I'm talking about my family, my experiences.
Right.
If you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
No,
we don't.
I'm
we do
sorry.
not give a shit anymore.
And that's the way it
and
should
we tell them
be.
like,
Yeah.
if you're offended, we don't give a shit.
And
I mean, honestly,
I could see from my
shouldn't be at a
friends
comedy
who were Canadian and I watch them, they're on social media and I see them in clubs and they're in I think New York's great for defending themselves, the comics. They're not gonna step back.
No.
And I love it. They're almost pushing back harder on purpose.
That's what's happening.
And that's what's happening. People are sick of it. I'll tell you something. I've been criticized. We don't do that anymore. You're making fun of our culture. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm reminiscing. I'm having fun
Right.
with it. And
Right.
I had a woman, and perfect. It's perfect that this came up. On Facebook said, Frank. Hey, there it is. I don't know if you read the comments, but I came to one of your shows and my dad had died a month before, and you brought back so many memories. I was laughing and crying at the same time. You helped me deal with my dad passing, and that's why we do this.
Yep.
We're
Yeah.
not.
Right.
If you get offended, you're listening to it with the wrong ears.
Yeah.
Right.
And everyone's gonna make comedy mean something to them the way they want to. But you know what? If you don't like it, don't listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's got. Everybody's
And
got.
that's
You know,
it.
Right.
they got to go. There's always one person got to go against the grain because they want everybody. You want the attention first of all. But we don't make fun. We celebrate how we grew up, and that's it.
And we exaggerate characters, and
That's
you
comedy.
might think,
Exaggerate
but
the
that's
truth.
what it is.
Right.
That's the comedy
and that's
right
what it
there,
is.
right.
The
And
truth.
listen,
It's dark. Comedy's not supposed to be all pretty and flowers and roses. It's dark. It's supposed to make you think.
and we're
There's not
supposed
much
to cross
dark
the line
spots in our-
sometimes.
in our
No, you
show,
guys are
though.
a lot of fun.
We're fun. Yeah,
There's nothing dark. It's a big shining light on there. We
Absolutely.
scream,
Absolutely
we yell,
right.
we talk about our old
It's character driven.
characters
It's
and everything else.
reminiscing.
Everybody's laughing their asses off.
our show where we could.
A fun show.
Yeah, we can add music, comedy, stand-up, sketches.
Tony, when
all
you
that.
saw our show the first time, you
Yes.
guys, you came in and you're like,
At
I
the
don't know who the
brokerage.
fuck
Yeah.
these guys are. They're just sitting here like idiots. And you came to see us. What was your expectation and what did you leave with?
I had a slight idea of what to expect because you guys came in here.
yeah, right.
So
You met us. Yeah,
right.
idea.
So I had a slight idea. But then, seeing the show was a completely different thing. I knew you did the characters, but I didn't. I almost thought the whole show was just them. Like I didn't know you'd change it up. I didn't know you played music. I didn't know a lot of that stuff.
Right.
So I walked out of there thrilled. I freaking loved it. I mean, you remember I laughed my ass off, man.
it's-
I loved every second of it.
You guys haven't even brought up that they do this hilarious, which the broken English,
Words.
Italian English words of the day, which people like. People
Right.
love it. People love that.
It's one of the
just-
main things
We
of our
ta-
show
yeah,
that
we-
we put in there because people that's what got us started. The word of the day, the broken
Yeah,
English
it-
Italian.
it made
word of
us,
the
yeah.
day.
The new one with the band names, I laughed my ass off.
Oh, that
I
went
laughed
crazy.
my ass
And
off.
we've done that. Yeah, that was
And it's funny because there is a part when you look at it, I go down like this, and I go down like this, and I get this, and I go like this, and somebody was like, "Oh, he's reading off a piece of paper."
Jesus.
And I'm like, "Was I? I don't remember
You
the
were.
sketch."
But so what?
I'm like, and I'm like, "That's what you got out of
Yeah.
this."
Right.
You had to. Somebody goes, "Oh, it's not professional." I go, "That's what you got out of this."
Wait, if they're
The hundreds of thousands of views that this thing has gotten, and you got. Well, you're looking down at a piece of paper.
they're looking
I don't
for
even
us-
remember a piece of paper
Yeah.
being there.
even if it was, it's a script. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But,
Who
but
cares?
if you're
We don't
looking at
do-
us for
we don't do
professionalism,
There's no cue cards and no scripts.
Right.
When we go at it,
No, we memorize
it's more
it.
like this. So I go down, and I was doing one of these, and I'm like, I don't remember if I had a list because it was a couple of years ago, and I cut it a couple
Right.
of weeks ago.
Right.
And I don't remember. But even so, even if I had a list, because I don't remember, that's what you got out of it.
Right. And then that's what you got out of it, and that's what you're
not gonna
taking
make
your
that
time
person
to
happy,
post.
though, with anything.
Right.
That you got to write that
I
off.
did one of my shows about a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
A woman posted the next day this big long paragraph on how much she hated it,
Oh,
and she feels like she
Thank
got
you.
ripped off. And you know what? I get it.
Yeah.
Not. I'm sure
Not
you can all
everybody's-
say it.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not everybody's cup of tea. No
Right.
problem. I get
Yeah.
that. But then to take your time the next day, like I purposely gave you a bad show, like I scammed you somehow.
Yeah, this is what you got out of that.
Right.
Stupid.
Just move on with your day. I'm
Right.
sorry you didn't like it. I do feel bad, but
Yeah.
to take so much time to spread that negativity and that hatred.
but they probably do that to everything.
Right.
So
Right.
It's how
you
they
know,
get.
That's
their
how I
attention.
think of it.
That's how they get their attention.
They do that from
you
the
know?
grocery store. They do that with
Yes.
Uber.
We push-
they do that with their
we push
parents. They do
everybody.
that with their family.
We push everybody. We just saw Sushi Mango. A
Shout
couple
out.
weeks ago. They were fantastic. Great show. If
We went to Toronto
go
on
see
that one.
Sushi Mango.
Okay.
If you get a chance, and they come in and they're from Australia. Great bunch of guys. They kind of do what we do. A little
Okay.
bit different show. They do all sketches.
But you're okay with this? Do we need to kick their asses or
No,
they're
they're
good?
fantastic
Oh.
guys. They're
We'll put Mario on that.
yeah, we'll
We'll
let
borrow
Mario-
money from them like it's no tomorrow.
Earn the $100. You just put him in the nuts because he's eye level.
Love you,
Back.
Mario.
Frank,
I
look.
want my money.
Hey,
So-
oh,
You
thank
see?
you.
Hey, see, look at that.
No fucking around here. I got it right on there.
So good.
Actually,
Only
balance
took him
everything
45
out with the
minutes.
two bald
He's
guys.
really good.
Oh wow.
All right, we're out of here.
No, but you're right. It's like you're gonna get the people complaining. Like I said, back in the day, I scroll through the radio. If I don't like the song, I move on. I
Exactly.
Right,
don't,
exactly.
I don't try to find who was that. Let me
Right.
And you are this and you
I
are
need
that.
to give my
Could
opinion.
you imagine? I don't know if you do. Do you go to a restaurant and then write a letter? What the fuck?
Right.
You just don't go back.
Right, and then to say I'm offended. Okay, now what? Like what? I saw Louis C.K. here a few years ago. He was trying out
Brilliant.
new material, and he said something about he compared something to having an autistic child.
Okay.
I have an autistic daughter.
Sure.
Fine. I didn't laugh at that particular joke, but 30 seconds later, I was laughing my ass off, and I
another
didn't
one.
give a shit.
Right,
So
right.
he said something I didn't like. So what?
You know what? You reminded me just now. I did some little festival in Niagara Falls, Canada side, and my wife's got a bit of OCD. She obsesses, you know.
Is she
And,
listening? Is she listening? I'm sorry.
She get obsessed
I love
about
you.
this now. And I told the story, and after, great, people laughed. It was a new joke too. Sometimes, you know what it's like. You try something new, maybe it didn't come out exactly, though. You got to work on it. That's the other thing people got to understand when they come to these clubs. We might be working on some new stuff, and there are
Yep.
comics. They're comics to offend people, and there's an audience for that. And you might have came on a night where they're practicing
Right.
some of that, and you didn't know they were going to be there. It doesn't mean they're bad. It's just not your cup of tea.
Right.
But I did this joke, and Some guy. That's how. Is that
Star Wars is happening.
You should. All right,
We got a call. We have a call.
Let's take the call, and then we'll get back to that, though. Oh, well, go ahead. The call's gone.
Anyway, after the show, some man came up to me, and he was really nice. He's like, I just got to say something to you. I wouldn't be a father if I didn't come up to you, but that joke about OCD, my wife, you mentioned OCD, and my wife got all upset. And she was in tears, and I just want to let you know, I have a daughter that's, has debilitating OCD. And I go, well, I think you missed the point. First of all, I wasn't talking about your daughter. I'm not even so much making fun of my wife. It's just she does something that I said OCD, obsessive compulsive, drives me nuts. But I drive her nuts too in different ways.
Right.
But it was about her picking a room, a vacation, and she spends months doing it. She obsesses. I don't want to give the joke away, but whatever. And then we change rooms. I went to Jamaica.
But she ends up being the hero.
But in the end, I end up with a great room,
Right.
and I
She
think
ends
he
up
missed
being
the
the
point.
hero.
It's not like I said I divorced my wife
Right.
because she has
Right.
OCD or I hate
Right.
her guts.
Right.
She drives me a little nuts, but I'm still married to her and I love her, and I end up with these beautiful big rooms.
Right. You get
thanks to her.
the good stuff
I
out
get
of
the
it.
good
Right.
stuff thanks to her OCD.
Right,
We see, and here we go. We see OCD as something negative, but her OCD
He's a winner.
helps get us beautiful rooms.
Right.
See, it's all how you look at
Right.
everything.
And I'll
right?
admit, when you first said beautiful big rooms, but
Yeah.
I heard beautiful big, I thought we were going somewhere
your
else. I
mind
was,
was
whoa,
somewhere,
holy
hey,
crap.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
That's our 8 o'clock
honestly,
show. We'll be back for
if you're
our big,
sensitive,
beautiful show.
don't come to the comedy clubs.
Yeah,
Right.
Don't go.
That's one thing I want to say about the Uncle Louie Variety Show. Now, a lot of people see that on Facebook or Instagram, all that YouTube. We are an adult show. We don't get crude. We don't. It's not like sexually
Right.
kind of
It's
driven.
just
but
authentically driven.
we are an adult show. That's people want to bring their 6-year-olds,
Yeah.
and they were
My father used the F word like it was
like it was good morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I'd be talking to people, hello, it's a fucking lady over there. She's fucking crazy, okay? Fucking this shit. I'm not gonna do. And then you're like, it's because it's the way he talked.
That's it.
It wasn't
So when you're
malicious,
doing that
it wasn't
character-
bad. It was just, it is
When
what
you're
it
doing
is.
that character, that's part of the humor of that.
Right.
Is that he says it every other
Authenticity.
fucking word.
Authenticity.
So if you take that away,
Yeah,
it
it goes
takes away
back.
from the character.
Absolutely.
It goes back to the authenticity. If you're going to imitate
It
your
takes
dad,
away, right.
that's the way he was, and that's how you
It's-
got to present it.
It's
There's
like
actually people
lying
who
about
said-
what your family is.
It was actually
Yeah.
people who said, Carr,
Well-
I've seen, if you get haters, you're in good shape because they
Right, they
skyrocket.
skyrocket you, yeah.
Because
Absolutely right.
we just passed over 300,000 followers. I think the last time we were here, we were at 100 and something.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
Wow.
we get
That's
people who
great.
said, "Oh, that is the fakest Italian accent I've ever seen." I'm like, really? You haven't seen my father? He knows.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I talk, he's like, "Your father's sitting right there."
I'm so people always say to me, how do you keep a straight face when you're doing the sketches?
Right.
And how do you not call him Lou when we're doing? Because I swear to God, first of all, we've been doing it for so long, but when I look at him, he's literally transformed into this man that I can't call him Lou. To me, he's an uncle. He's an older gentleman. And I'm looking at his father because I knew his father very well. And so to me, it's like, I don't crack up because that's how his father spoke to me.
Exactly.
So it would be like, I didn't laugh at his father, so I'm not going to laugh at him. So
Carlo's actually crying inside when
Yeah.
he's doing that.
I'm like, am I gonna
He's
get hit?
Am I
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah.
get a shovel over the head?
Exactly. So
And
perfect.
Carlo, you're just a great actor as well. He
Thank
knows,
you.
right? That's what it is.
Very nice. So, all right. So with so of course, yeah. So you guys are performing at the brokerage this weekend. So I guess there'll be new. Of course, there'll be new stuff.
New material, yep,
So even if you have seen them before, come on back. And again, so it's Saturday. It's sold out, and tomorrow there's still
yes.
some
So
available.
tomorrow's 8 o'clock show. Tickets still available. Probably a few right now. The 7 o'clock show Saturday is sold out. And but we're doing our rounds with the governor's comedy clubs all year. So if you can't catch us Friday or
this
Saturday.
year we're going to be 8th and 9th, which is tomorrow and Saturday,
Yep.
September 6th and 7th in McGuire's in Bohemia. So September 6th and 7th, and December 27th and 28th, the Governor's Main Room in Levittown, New York. Back in Levittown.
Check out Frank. He's going to be opening and doing a co-show with us, but he has his own show as well.
Then this cahoots will be at the brokerage September 28th. So let's see all the paisans come
Well,
up.
we're going to fly in for that one.
You guys
we're
can
going to fly, and you can
fly
drive.
you guys in, actually.
Fly that one. Fly us in. Fly us in.
I'm going to drive.
Gina, we love you.
I'm in the mood for pasta right now.
Let's
How
eat.
about you?
Very
Tony's
nice.
been cooking all
thank you
day.
for having
Tony,
us,
you're the
man.
This
best.
is my
You know
pleasure.
we love
Always
you.
love when you guys come in, man.
We love ya.
This was a thrill for me.
Ciao.
Thank you, guys. Head on over govs.com to make your reservations to go see them this weekend. And then go to UncleLouis.com for other. And then what do you have?
UncleLouisVarietyShow.com.
The Uncle Louis Variety Show.com or Facebook, The Uncle Louis Variety Show, and hit events. You can get all that stuff there. Or YouTube, The Uncle Louis Variety Show.
There you go. And say yours again, Frank.
FrankSpadone.com or I'm very active on Instagram, Frank Spadone. And,
Very nice.
Yeah, and it'll take you everywhere.
Sounds good. All right. We're out of here. We'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. All right.
Bye.
Thank you, fellas. This was great. Awesome.
Why don't you come tonight? Have
event today. What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy Murder Mystery Show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
Have a great night or what?
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what? Had an awesome time. All right. She had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knockem Dead Comedy for your event today. What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy Murder Mystery Show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what? Had an awesome time. All right. She had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knockem Dead Comedy for your event today. What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy Murder Mystery Show? Suspense, excitement, love,